Hey guys, welcome to 6.1 composition functions, and wanted to talk to you guys about the warm-up for today. The warm-up is, what is a function? Okay, this is a function. A function is a special relationship where for every input, which is your x, has an output, which is your y. So for every x, you have a y. So a special relationship where for every input, x has an output y. And that's your 6.1 warm-up for the day. All right, let's get out your notes and continue on, okay? Today, you guys are doing 6.1, composition function. And let's take a look at what our objective for today is. All right, your objective for today, students will be able to evaluate composition functions. Let's start looking. Here we go. Simply put, composite functions are created when two or more functions are combined. It does not include anything new. Rather, it is a combination of functions you already know. So here are the things we're going to do. We're going to do some algebra, and then we're going to have an application. So we're going to start with the algebra first, and that is your 6.1. Very short unit. So let's get going, okay? All right. Now let's look for example. Here you have f of x, okay, and you say it like this, f of x equals 2x, and here you would say g of x is equal to x plus 3. So if you take a look at this very first one, you have f of 2. That means your x right here is 2. So you're going to go to the function that you're looking at. So f of x, so for every x, I have a y, okay? And you're going to plug in 2 times 2, so f of 2 is equal to 4, just like that, okay? Next function. Your f of 5, that means your x is equal to 5. So I'm going to go to this function right here. This is 2 times 5, so f of 5, 2 times 5 is 10. Your g of negative 3. So we're going to go to the g function. All right. Here we go. So x is equal to negative 3, so I'm going to plug that in. So negative 3 plus 3. You see where x is? I'm going to plug in negative 3. So g of negative 3 is equal to negative 3 plus 3, which is 0. And there you have, what does this mean? Okay? It just means you're plugging it in and you're substituting that if x is 2, my y is 4. If x is 5, my y is 10. And if I were to graph this, this would be linear. If my x is negative 3, my y is 0 for the g of x. All right, so let's start with the basics. No word problems yet, but that will come later. So if you take a look at this, this is f of g of x, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to put g of x into f of x and read it as f of g of x, and that's how you read it. So let's take a look at this problem. First of all, we're going to look at the g of x. So what is my g of x? G of x is equal to x plus 3. All right. Now we're going to look at so we're going to substitute g of x into f of x. So our x is now x plus 3. Did you see how we just plugged that in? Because that's our new x. Is equal to 2 times x plus 3. Just like that. So we just plug it in. And now we are going to simplify. So you are going to distribute. So you have 2x plus 6. So f of g of x is equal to 2x plus 6. Just like that. So you take your first one, your g of x, and that's x plus 3. You're going to plug this is your new x, into f of x. See your x right there, and then you have that. There's your new x, and you're plugging it in, okay? All right. Let's go to another example. What if we switch the order? Well, sometimes they stay the same, sometimes they don't. So let's switch the order. So you have f of x. F of x is equal to 2x. All right. Next, you have g of 2x. Did you see how I just substitute the f of x with 2x? Is equal to your g, and your g is right here. So x is what? 2x plus 3. And I cannot simplify anymore. So that simple form is 2x plus 3. And so you read this as g of f of x. Not too bad, right guys? It can get complicated as well. So we start off kind of easy. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. This one, I'm going to start up here. So my g of x is equal to 3x plus 5. Okay, and now I'm going to substitute my x with 3x plus 5. And I'm going to substitute into this equation right here. 2 times x, what is x? 3x plus 5 plus 4. You see how we just have the math? This just state what y is, and then you're going to simplify this part. Okay? Distribute 6x plus 10, bring down your 4. Combine like term, 6x plus 14. So your f of g of x is equal to 6x plus 14. All right, let's do this one. This time we're going to do the f of x first. So f of x is 2x plus 4. And now we're going to substitute this x with 2x plus 4. Sorry, let me change to my pen so you can kind of see. So you got 2x plus 4. We're going to substitute 3 times x. What is your x? 2x plus 4 plus 5. And now we're going to simplify. Okay? All right. So you're going to distribute 6x plus 12 plus 5. Combine your like terms, so 6x plus 17. So your g of f of x is equal to 6x plus 17. Not too bad. Make sure you always simplify and plug in correctly. Okay? All right. Let's go to another example. You guys see this one? We're going to do this one first. That one right there. Okay. Here we have g of x. What is our g of x? X plus 4. Now we have f. Our x is now x plus 4, so let's plug it in. 2 times x plus 4 square plus 1. Did you guys see that? Be very careful with that, okay? Now you are not going to distribute that 2. You have to follow order of operation of, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Parentheses, exponent, multiply, divide, add, subtract. You got to follow that order. So I'm going to rewrite this real quick. 2 times x plus 4 times x plus 4. Square means you have 2 of them, equals 1. Okay? Keep going. 2. Let's distribute. X times x is x squared. X times 4 is plus 4x. 4 times x is plus 4x, and 4 times 2 is plus 16. Did you guys see that? You got to distribute each one. Bring down your 1. Now we are going to distribute the 2. You can combine like terms now, or you can do it later. Okay? So now you have 2x squared plus 8x plus 8x plus 32. Bring down your 1. Combine your like terms. So 2x squared plus 16x plus 33. We are not factoring, we are not solving, we are just simplifying. So let me write f of g of x. Oh, maybe I should take that off. Otherwise, it looks like 12. So let me just remove that real quick. Okay. There we go. And I'll add an equal sign in just a little bit. That's me trying to dry it out. All right, let's do the other one, okay? Now the other one, I'm going to do it over here on my paper instead. You guys ready? So f of x is equal to 2x squared plus 1. Don't fret. Don't think, oh, this is so hard. It's not. It's everything you have learned before, and now it's just become a little bit more complex because not everything is straight. All right, so your g of x, which is 2x squared plus 1, okay? So we're going to plug into this g of x right here. See where x is? X is 2x squared plus 1 plus 4, okay, plus 1. Bring down your 4. All right? Combine like terms, so you got 2x squared plus 5. And there you have your g of f of x. Not bad, huh? This was a lot easier than the other one where you had to distribute. Okay. Just want to make sure you guys can see. All right. Now, on your assignment, if you don't think you have enough paper, you might want to go ahead and do it on a separate sheet of paper, okay? Just make sure you write 6-1, day 1. All right, let's go to this one, okay? I know. Welcome to Algebra 3. All right, we're going to take care of the g of x first. G of x is equal to 2x minus 1. All right. Now we're going to plug into the f. The x is now 2x minus 1. So we have 2 times 2x minus 1 squared minus 3 times 2x minus 1 plus 4. Not hard. You've done this before, okay? You're now just going to simplify. 2, that square means you have 2x minus 1 twice. I'm going to go ahead and distribute that, minus 6x plus 3 plus 4, okay? You could go ahead and combine your like terms if you want to, or you can wait till later. Up to you. All right, keep going. 2. Now, 2x squared times 2x squared is, 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times negative 1 is minus 2x. Negative 1 times 2x is negative 2x. Negative 1 times negative 1 is plus 1. Bring down negative 6x, and I went ahead and combined plus 7. You could go ahead and combine your like terms, or you can distribute first, okay? I'm going to go ahead and distribute. So 8x squared minus 4x plus 2 minus 6x plus 7. Combine your like terms, just like so. So 8x squared, try to write them in order from highest to low. Negative 4 minus 4 is negative 8. Negative 8 minus 6 is negative 14x. 2 plus 7 is 9. And there you have f of g of x. Okay. All right. Let's do the other one. We're going to do this one over here. Okay, we're going to start with the f of x. Can you guys see all that? So f of x is 2x squared minus 3x plus 4. Okay? Now we're going to substitute this part into your g of x. So 2x squared minus 3x plus 4 equal. Okay, I'm running out of room, so I'm going to move it down here. 2x, there's my x. Bring down your negative 1. Okay? Distribute. 4x squared minus 6x plus 8 minus 1. Combine your like terms. 4x squared minus 6x plus 7. And there you have your g of f of x. Not too bad, huh? Okay. This part goes with here, and this part goes right here. All right, let's take a look at square root. Just remember, you have two answers whenever you have square root. Okay, here we go. G of x, okay, I'm going to move it up here. What is your g of x? Square root of 3x minus 7. We're going to plug that into our f of x. So square root of 3x minus 7, 9 times square root of 3x minus 7 plus 4. Okay? When they're next to each other like that, you're going to multiply. Now, you cannot multiply 9 times 3. That's under the radical. You cannot multiply 9 times negative 7. However, keep these guys together, and you will have 9 square root of 3x minus 7 plus 4. Make sure your 4 is not under the radical sign, and there you have f of g of x. Just like that. Okay, let's look at the other one. F of x is 9x plus 4. Now I'm going to go take my g, which is 9x plus 4, and we're going to plug it in to the g. So square root 3 times 9x plus 4 minus 7. Okay? Notice how they're all under the square root. Keep it so. 3 times 9, distribute. 3 times 4, bring down your 7. Simplify, so you have 27x plus 5. And there you have your g of f of x. There you go. You guys got it? All right. You can do this. It's not bad. Okay? Take all the notes today. You can start on this later, or you can start on it in the morning. Okay, let's take a look at this one. G of x. Didn't we just do that already? Oh, we changed. Okay. Square root 3x minus 7. Okay? All right, and now we have the f. I'm going to continue over here real quick. F is now square root of 3x minus 7 equal. All right, where's my f? Right there. So square root 3x minus 7 square plus 6. Okay. Anytime you have a square, when you square something, these guys actually cancel. So now all you have left is 3x minus 7 plus 6. Combine your like terms, so 3x minus 1. So there's your f of g of x. By the way, write this so I know which one you're doing. Okay, guys? All right. Next part is your f of x. F of x equals x squared plus 6, and here's your g of x. So now I'm going to plug in x squared plus 6 wherever I have an x. And here's my g. You guys see that? Square root 3 times x squared plus 6 minus 7. Keep it under. Distribute 3x squared plus 18 minus 7. Combine your like terms. 3x squared plus 11. And there you have g of f of x. Okay. All right, last one. You can do this. It's not bad. Okay. Let's move this one over here. Okay. G of x, the square root of 3x minus 7. You guys see all that? Now let's go to the f. Woo. Square root of 3x minus 7 equal. Okay, here's your square. There's your x. 3x minus 7 squared minus 4 times square root of 3x minus 7 plus 6. Oops, sorry guys. There you go. Okay? All right, let's do the math. Notice you square something. Whenever you square a square root, the radical goes away. So you have 3x minus 7, and you're going to multiply that out. Negative 4, square root of 3x minus 7 plus 6. Combine your like terms. Those are the only two that you can combine. So f of g of x equals, okay, 3x minus 4, square root of 3x minus 7, minus 1. Now be very careful where you draw and stop your radical sign. All right. Let's go to f of x. Let's go to that one. F of x is x squared minus 4x plus 6. And now I'm going to use my g. X squared minus 4x plus 6 equal square root of 3 times x squared minus 4x plus 6. Bring down negative 7. All under the radical, stays under the radical. So 3x squared minus 12x plus 18 minus 7. 3x squared minus 12x, combine like terms, and there you have g of f of x. There you go, guys. You can do this. It's not bad, but it does take time. So make sure you get it done. I'll let you guys work on it the next day as well, because it will take time. You might want to use your own paper. Please write this part so I know what you're doing. If you just go step by step by step, that will help you out a lot. Okay? There you go. Good job, guys. There's your composition. Okay? Day 1, there's a little easier. Day 2, a little less easy. But they're not bad. You can do it.